Hi, hope you're well. I am filming this video because I thought I was fully recovered from a UTI, but I'm not. So I want to talk about recovery as a whole, since I thought I was back on track, but hit with another setback, back on more antibiotics. And as many of you will know, if you're watching this, recovery in your 40s is definitely different from when you're in your 20s. So yeah, second course antibiotics, felt better, starting to feel better. I was getting back on track, doing my physio exercises, protect my lower back and my hips, because I'm old and I'm an ex-athlete and I'm falling apart a little bit. So got to do all this prehab stuff to keep myself on track. So yeah, it's frustrating that I was just feeling my energy was low again. I had kind of headaches coming on, so it wasn't great. Went back to the doctor, got the second course of antibiotics. So anyway, that's where I am. So it's not a linear path to recovery. So when I wrote my book, this book right here, when I had long COVID, I realised that it was not a linear path to recovery because you can slip, you do too much. It's just trying to gauge where you're at. So yeah, and it becomes more apparent as you get older that recovery is definitely a challenge, whether it's from illness or it's from injury, whatever it happens to be. It's slower, the getting back on track. There's always something, that's for sure. If I talked earlier about, I'm an athlete or ex-athlete. So I'm trying to keep on track of, my shoulder causes me issues. Luckily, my knees, not as bad. I've both got tendonitis in both of them. Ankles, both cause me issues. Hips and lower back from sitting too long and not enough movement. So you've got to make sure that the movements that you do, the movement patterns, are what will ensure that you don't get injured. That's the main thing. So setbacks, they're basically feedback that you've done too much or you've not done enough of the right thing. So for me getting a UTI, it might have been that I wasn't drinking enough water, whatever the situation is. So you've got to slow down when you get these setbacks. It forces you to reassess, that's for sure. And my old mindset was definitely pushed through, which over the last few years, especially along COVID, I learnt that pushing through is not an option. Well, it is an option, but you're not going to get better. So I had to make sure that I paced and I was learning and then adapting and then improving off the back of that. So what I'm doing is obviously I am making sure I am hydrating. I am continuing to take my electrolytes in the morning, reducing the intensity of anything I do. So if I'm out walking the dog, which I do 4 mornings a week, then I make sure that the walks aren't quite as intense, that I slow down, make sure that my fundamentals are in place. So what I mean by that is from a nutrition standpoint, making sure that, I'm trying to focus on enough protein, enough fibre, and try to limit how much chocolate and sweet stuff I'm taking on board that's not going to help me, and making sure I'm doing light movement. So if I'm walking the dog, then not just the walking, but to prepare myself for that, I'm doing a little mobility workout, activation exercises that the physio gave me as well. So, and he keeps stop saying so. Bloody hell. Health over ego. I don't know if anybody's read the book, Ego is the Enemy. Can't remember who wrote it, but it is a great book. I wish I'd read it when I was younger, because when I was playing American football, you definitely your ego takes control a little bit. So you got to put your ego to the side, and health comes first. Making sure that you don't get injured is the number one rule. And if we do get injured or we do get ill, then just dealing with it, getting back on track, taking the time, consistency over intensity. So could be just going slow. It doesn't have to be amazing. Being good consistently is better than being great once or twice. And your ego can definitely slow recovery, because you try and do your macho man lifts that you used to do in the gym years ago. You don't need to show off and do these things. The important parts, just to summarise: focus on the basics and stay patient. And remember, recovery is part of the journey. It's not a linear path to recovery, whatever it happens to be. And let's be honest, we're never going to be 100%, no matter where we are when we get over 40. That's for sure. If any of this resonates with you and you're on your own path to recovery, please feel free, comment below. Feel free, it would be lovely if you subscribed or followed, and I will be posting again next week. Take care of yourselves. All the best.